And in a few short months, he's been able to just jump to the level of Prince, guys, and he's teaching everybody how to do that. And that's what I appreciate about him most. He loves to have fun. I wish he was playing some music right now. It's a celebration, because that's one of the songs we'd be playing if we were having a Super Saturday. And it's a celebration. And really, truly, that's how I feel this morning. I feel excited. I feel extremely blessed. And he's been able to move up to the ranks, and he's been able to help others move up to the ranks quickly, guys. So I'm going to step aside and see if our fearless leader, the Prince of Canada, the Prince here in our opportunity, in our team, Mr. Clifton Wright, are you on the line, sir?
Man, I'm here on the call. Grace, can you hear me okay?
You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you for all you do, Mr. Wright. Please.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. I just appreciate you. I remember when I came home. Let me just go ahead and mute everybody. Make sure that there is no background noise, guys. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Grace. And I know a lot of people obviously know who you are. And one of the things a lot of people don't know is that when I first decided that I was going to quit my job after 20 years, and I came home and I said, you know what, I'm going to walk away from my job. I'm going to go full-time in network marketing. I mean, you thought I was crazy, but at the same time, you supported it. You said, you know, Clifton, man, if that's what you want to do, and you're going to give it your all, you know, you're going to really go for it and make it count, then you're going to have my support. And I'm just so thankful that you're able to support me, guys, because I'll tell you, you know, in this business, it's not easy. You know, a lot of times you're not going to have the support of your spouse and your significant other. And, you know, sometimes it's going to depend on you making that decision, you know, to go ahead and make it count and have that belief and make it happen. And so I just want to thank you, Grace, for that support. And, you know, obviously, you know, what you're doing behind the scenes right now, just helping out with the team and so forth. So I'm excited. So guys, welcome to our training call. You know, what I want to do is I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time today. Why? Because it's a big day. You know, I believe it's an important day. It's the last full day before our commissions get run, guys. And I know a lot of you guys are looking to rank up, you know, get to your next rank in this business and grow your income, grow your team. But I also know that training is the key. You know, training is a big part of what we do. I remember one of my mentors in my early days in the industry said, you know, Clifton, when you go to an event or you get on a training call, right, you want to look around and see, well, how many people on this training is in my team? And if you do that and there's a lot of people on, you're going to grow your income big time. And that's why what I've always done, I've always, you know, become a leader and promote these type of events, because folks, the amount of people on your training, the amount of people from your team on these training calls is going to exponentially grow your business, right? That's the reality. And so that's one of the first tips is every time you have an event, right? You know, event builds your business, is you definitely want to, you know, spend time and get as many people as you can from your team on these training calls, right? You know, it's gonna get you excited, right? It's one of those things where it's the fuel that drives us every single day. And so what I want to do is jump right into it, because I believe today we're going to set some records. You know, we have a lot of people who have joined the team, hundreds of people in the last few days, and we've got some very, very exciting things happening. And I believe we're at the very, very perfect point in this business. And I believe incomes are going to go up. I believe people's lives are going to be changed. But I also understand that it's a mindset change. And so what I want to do is I want to jump right into it, guys. If you don't have a pen and paper, you need to get it. If you do not have pen and pad, you need to get it. Because what I'm going to do for the last 14 years, I've been in this industry. I've been fortunate enough to get some amazing, amazing training from people who have made millions and millions of dollars. I've been around people, you know, done extremely well. And what I've done, I've learned a lot of things, and I've learned the skill set that I believe if you learn it, folks, you can become a six-figure income in not only this industry, right? Not only in Tradera, but you can become a six-figure income earner regardless of the company you go to, regardless of the business you do. Okay? So let's jump right into it, guys. First thing I want you guys to understand is, as we're transitioning over here with Tradera, right? Grace and I have always had this mentality, this group of creating a generation wealth movement, right? That's what we've done. But at the same time, we understand that there's great leaders that are out there. And we've partnered up with two amazing leaders that are really starting to explode. And so we're on the same mission, right? That mission is to create profits, right? Teach people how important profit is compared to wages. Every time we do a presentation, that's our mindset of people now earning profits versus wages. Some of you guys are going to be able to get out of your job right away. Some of you guys may not, right? But the idea is changing people's mindset. And so we're partnered up with Mr. Keith Williams out of Dallas, Texas, him and his group, global legacy builder, right? And they've really been focused on the profits over wages mentality, right? And then we've partnered up with Christian and Mommy Esther, who's growing. Their team has just put in 250, I think they're close to 300 people in the last 3 weeks. And their team is all about wealth creation movement, right? So we're all on the same mission, guys. And so it's all about profit over wages, right? And so what we're doing now is really, looking to help people transition from this employee or this self-employed mentality over to the wealth creation part of our system or the equation. And every time we do a presentation, guys, you guys understand that, when you talk about having money work for us and people work for us, all our success is going to be based on our mentality. And you have to believe in this business ownership mentality. And, we struggle with trying to get people's mindset moving from being an employee to a business owner, right? And so that's what we're focusing on, right? And so as you get started in Tradera, a lot of you guys are new, right? And a lot of you guys want to be in the Forex part of the business, right? That is Tradera's responsibility, right? To obviously teach you, train you about Forex. And we're going to help with that. But that's their responsibility. And the main thing I want to have you understand, and I had a young lady text me last night, like at 2:30, right, in the morning. I was up until really, really late or early in the morning. And, she was like, man, I just got started and I want somebody to mentor me on this Forex. And I said, well, I'm going to help you. We're going to help you, right? But I want you to understand the skill set that you're going to learn on the Forex trading is something that you can gradually learn, right? We have instructions. So when people come in and they join our group, they join our team Telegram chat, right? We have information that you want to copy and paste to people. We have got a step-by-step process on how somebody gets on board. They get plugged in, folks, right? Let me just mute people out here. So when somebody joins, and this is very, very important for your team, because on our groups, especially our Telegram group, we have two different text messages that we send out to people when they just get connected, right? And that's your responsibility. As you start building your team, it's your responsibility to send out those information. So we have one text message with like 8 steps of somebody who's going to plug into the Forex side of the business. It's going to start with a getting started 15-minute video. It's also going to have all the connections to get plugged into by the way, the 15-minute video has information about our back office, how our new person should walk through their back office and click on everything, set up their bank account, all that getting started stuff, right? And then it also has all the important links for somebody to plug into the training, right? It's going to have videos on how to download your MetaTrader 4, how to get connected to your brokers, all these different things, and the 2 important groups that people need to be a part of if they really want to plug into the Forex training, which is number 1, the Lit Trade House, right? Their Facebook group. And I tell you, they have tons of information, tons of training on the Forex and all that kind of stuff, right? And then they also have a Telegram group. And then Tradera also has their Real Alert text messaging, chat, right? So all of these things are things that you have a responsibility as a business owner to make sure you're sending out to all your new folks, okay? And that's important. So we're not going to cover that kind of stuff on this call, right? Our job is to help you build your business, right? So that's the Forex part of our business. Now, building a team is where we're going to help you. There's a lot involved in that. But I want you guys to understand the big picture, right? The big picture is that you're going to have people. We call it, wealthy equation is people working for you, money working for you, and people working for you. Over here, we treat it like people working with you, right? We work as a team. And you are the leader of your team. So just to be clear, because there's a lot of new people on this call, just understand that as you start your business, you need to have a game plan. And it has to be crystal clear. So as you're building your team and you're learning on the Forex side, your first goal in this business is to become what we call a founder. So you're going to be building a business, right? And so that has to be clear. And so you're building 3 teams, and you want to have 3 clients or 3 business partners join your team because you want to get your education for free. And folks, this activity is a 24 to 72-hour activity. It's 3 days, right? So we're in business. We don't want to be losing money. If you open up a traditional business, you need to activate your business right away, right? You need to get to work right away. And so within 72 hours, within 3 days, you need to be at founder. Some of you guys are not there yet, and that's okay. Today is day 1, right? Today is day 1. You need to complete this because guess what? People do what you do, not what you say. And everybody you share this business with, you're going to want them to do this, of course. You want to build your team fast, but just understand people do what you do. And so if you're not a founder today, your day 1 starts today. So we do 2 things, guys, in this business. Very, very simple. Number 1 is we get a Forex education, right? And as we get a Forex education, we also teach people how to do the same thing. That's it, right? We get started, we get educated, and we build a team, right? The teaching people to do the same thing is where the work comes in. Because a lot of us have never built a successful team. A lot of us have never built a successful distribution channel. And there is a science to doing it, guys, and people quit. So what we try to do is, we want you to understand we're building a worldwide distribution channel. Don't worry about the points right now. It doesn't matter what network marketing business you do. The big picture is that you're in business to build a network globally. Today, we've got people in 16 countries. We've just got started 2.5 months ago, okay? So what I want to do is I want to set, the right expectation because I understand in all my years in this industry that people quit for a few reasons. Number 1, and maybe the only and most important reason that people quit is because of the wrong expectation. So we need to set the right expectation. I'm going to tell you what that is. But when you set an expectation that's unrealistic, right? Like I have a guy who called me and I was talking to him and I said, well, what is your goal in this business? Right? He said, well, his goal is to be a legend. So I said, well, when do you want to be a legend? He said as soon as possible. Well, that's not a goal, right? A goal has to be realistic. It has to be specific, right? It has to have a time frame to it, right? And the activity has to match your goal. And so he's been in the business for 1 month. He signed up 1 person, but you want to be a legend in 12 months, right? A legend's 5,000 people. So we have to show people the right expectation because the reality, when the reality comes in, right, sets in that it's not working, right, because the wrong expectation was set, guess what happens? It creates frustration, and frustration leads to people quitting. So let's set the right expectation, guys, because all of us are just getting started. We're brand new, okay? And so what do you do? Well, the first thing I tell people, and something that was shared with me when I got started in this business, in fact, it wasn't shared with me in my first year in network marketing. I just had a strong desire. That's the only reason I'm still around. because nobody shared this with me. Nobody told me that there was going to be an emotional roller coaster ride in this business. So what do I mean by that? Well, a lot of you guys get excited. You know, you see this opportunity, you got on a Zoom and you saw this excitement of hundreds of people having success, or, you know, a business that makes sense, right? A business that that all of a sudden, right, can get you where you want to go, and you get excited. I did. You know, I remember the first meeting that I saw, and I saw a way where I could make $6,000 a month. I got so excited, I could not sleep, right? And guess what's going to happen when you're excited? You're going to go out and you're going to think that everybody is as excited, right? And guess what's going to happen? You're going to have some negativity. You're going to have some distraction. You're going to have some people saying no. Some of you guys are already facing this, right? And so you're going to have some people also, when you go to them and you try to share your business, they start telling you about other opportunities. Hey, are you crazy? Come and do this, right? And then you know what's going to happen, folks? After you're so excited, right? You're going to now all of a sudden have this drop in excitement, right? Why? Because you start to have doubts, right? You know, you're going to have these negativity start to creep into your subconscious, right? You're going to start to doubt your decisions, right? And here's what I want you guys to understand, right? Is that this is where you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision in terms of why you really got started, right? And this is where 80% of people quit in our industry. This will happen to everybody, right? And why do they quit? Number one, they didn't have a strong reason why they got started. They didn't have a goal that they were focusing on. You see, if you get started, you're focusing on your goal in 72 hours. You don't have time for that, right? These are the people that have no commitment, right? And they have excuses. All of a sudden, excuses come in. Oh, this person just passed away. Oh, this person's, you know, I'm just busy doing this, and all kinds of excuses come in. And what's going to happen is slows down their activity, right? And so how do you get back on your horse? How do you get back on your journey, right? It's a few things. It's plugging in, right? It's plugging into a training like this, guys. I call it the fuel, right? You have to plug into the activities. Get on an opportunity call. Get on a Zoom call. You know, get plugged back in with the people that you're around, okay? And that's what's going to bring your excitement back up. So the idea in this business is, as we go through the ups and downs, right, the emotional roller coaster ride, it's going to always be there. Even after 14 years in this industry, I still have that. You know, I go through days when, you know, I call a few people, or the team is not, you know, is not reacting the way that I believe they should, or I call a prospect, or, you know, or somebody doesn't get back to you, or you think somebody's going to sign up and they didn't, and all these emotional things that are happening, folks, is part of the business. So the idea is, don't get too excited and don't get too down. Just have an even keel in your business, right? You know, just have a point in your business where you don't get too excited and don't get too down, right? And get over it quickly. But the main thing is stay plugged in. Stay plugged in. And so what is your mindset? You know, a lot of times people make it or fail in their business because of their mindset. You know, what is your mindset as you're starting your business, right? And folks, I want you to understand this right now. I am so fired up about Tradera. Why? Because this is for the first time in any business I've done, I've seen a true opportunity where 100% of the people on my team can succeed. Not everybody will, because I'll tell you, not everybody's going to follow the system. Not everybody's going to stay plugged in. Not everybody's going to stay the course. But for the first time, I believe that everybody that's on this call can get to do. Everybody can get to 5,000 USD every single month. Why? Because it's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time. So as you look at your mindset, right, what does it really take? You know, these are the things that I believe it takes, right? Number one is a decision. And that decision is a number of things, right? The first decision is that you're not only going to get started, you're going to make it count. You know, you're actually going to stick with this business, right? You're going to actually give it your all. You know, a lot of times people have tried other things, and, you know, I've had people say, Clifton, you know what, man, I really I've never made it because I never really ever gave it my all. And so I'm going to say to you, make a decision to give Tradera your all, right? Give it your all. You decide how long. Maybe it's 90 days. I say at least 90 days of giving it your all. And we're going to talk about what your all should be, right? But that's a decision. The next thing is a burning desire. One of my mentors said once, Clifton, man, you know what? You're going to have success if you truly have a burning desire. A lot of us have a different type of desire for different things. My desire was I wanted out of my job. I didn't care how much they were paying me. That paycheck, sometimes I look back and I was like, I was crazy giving up that money every 2 weeks. It was like a sure check, right? But I had a burning desire for my time. I had a burning desire to spend time with my family. I had a burning desire for this industry. I just love what I do, right? I love to be able to have my time freedom. I tell people all the time, in one of the companies I was in Costa Rica. My wife and I, Grace and I, were in Costa Rica, and we were there on one of the retreats from the company, and a lot of leaders were there. And I literally I think Grace broke down crying, guys. It was a Friday, and we had never really seen big success in the industry, but it was a Friday, and we were literally sitting on the beach. And we got the notification that a residual check came in. That Friday, we made $13,000 on a residual check, just a residual, right? Not a weekly check. It was just a residual check. And I was thinking to myself, I walked away from a six-figure income. Here I am on the beach. I'm not doing any work. I hadn't done any work that whole week because we're away for over a week and a half. And here I am getting $13,000 in my bank account because other people were working. And so from that point, I said to myself, this is what I wanted to do. I was going to commit to learning everything. I was going to commit to the learning curve, because a lot of times people get started in this business and they start learning something different, or they feel they don't have to learn anything different. Folks, there is a learning curve, and there is a process to learning what to do the right way in this industry. So what is your attitude? Is your attitude one that you're going to be coachable, right? When I start coaching you and telling you how to do this business, or your leaders coaching you and telling you, hey, this is the right way to do it, are you going to be coachable, right? So you have to have a right attitude and a positive attitude in this business, right? A lot of times there's systems and different things are not going to be be right. But what is your attitude towards that, right? Are you going to be negative, or are you going to be positive, right? And then are you going to have a long-term thinking? A lot of times people think it's an overnight thing, right? It's just great that right now we're seeing people having overnight success in our business, but I want you to think long-term. I'm challenging everybody to, give it 12 months, regardless of what happens in the business, regardless if you make money or not. You will, right? But I'm just saying, regardless of what's happening in your business, give it 12 months. Give it 12 months. Reevaluate your business after that. And then never, never quit. Never quit, right? So here's what I'm suggesting to you guys, is become a leader. Become a leader, right? A leader. What's a leader? Is a person who leads. A person who do what you say you decide to do, right? Just do it. One of my mentors always told me, he said, Clifton, man, people do what you do. They don't do what you say. And so from day one, I've been like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the number one recruiter in my team, right? I'm going to be the hardest working people in my team. I'm going to be the first one on my conference calls. I'm going to be the first one on my training calls. I'm going to be the first one to be welcoming somebody on the group. They say, congratulations, right? I'm going to be the first one. And everybody can become a leader. A leader is just leading, doing it. And then people will follow you, right? And then never blame, never blame anybody. Never blame your upline for your success. I had people who says, you know what, man, nobody placed anybody under me. Well, guess what? My sponsor placed 3 people on my team, and they all quit, right? Do you think I blamed her? No, right? Because it's not her business. It is my business, right? If somebody gives you a spillover, or you have an upline that's working really hard and helping you create your business, then great. but there's nothing in the compensation plan that says your upline has to help you build your business, folks, right? It's just a business that, we're doing it together, but, never matter, right? You've got to go do the work. So no blame, no excuses, right? And so what I want to do is I want to teach you guys what I call the system for success. This is something that once I learned this and once I started to follow it, right, and duplicate this, folks, my business took off. Absolutely, because, when you think of a business, right, and I always tell people, think of your business from literally from a traditional business standpoint. And if you think of it that way, you will have massive, massive success, right? I always tell people, if you treat it like your job, you get up, you go to work every day, right? You go to work every day. So sometimes what we have to do is we have to tell people what to do because people are conditioned to be told what to do. And so we're teaching, we're telling you what to do. We're telling you what the system is that have made people millions and millions and millions of dollars in this industry, okay? Regardless if you think you have a better way, it doesn't matter. This was what was taught to me, guys, and once I started following it, it became so easy, it became so simple, right? It has to be one of those things that becomes a habit, right? I wake up every morning and I get activated. I just get into the system because I've been doing it for so long. And so what is that system, right? Your goal is to get people in this business. Your goal is to build a big, big network, right? And so what my mentor said to me, well, Clifton, before you start doing the system is all about activities, right? Because activities creates income. No activities creates no income, or little activity creates very little income, right? So what you want in your group or in your team is activities, and the right activities of creating money, right? Creating income. So your goal is to have, you start with you, and then you're going to have 3 people, and then 3 people are doing activities. Some people are not going to do much, and then you want to start growing that business. That's why when we got to Duke, it took us a while to get to Duke, right? But at $5,000 a month, a week later, right? A week later, it took us almost a month and a half or more to get to Duke after we got to Bishop. But from Bishop to Duke, yeah, it took a month and a half, right? Took us a while. It felt like we just couldn't get there, right? But after we got to Duke, it took us 1 week to get to Prince and Princess. Folks, we're talking about from $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month in 1 week. And now we're almost at King and Queen. That should happen hopefully by the end of this weekend, right? But the idea is as you grow, it gets easier and easier, right? It's building more people in your team. So what you want to do is get this activity going and create as much people in your team. So what creates the activity? Well, the stronger your why, right? The stronger your why, the stronger your desire will get your business growing faster. So the people who have the strongest reason why they're doing this business will do what I'm going to tell you, because the activities that I'm going to share with you is dependent on your foundation. How strong is your why? Because as you go through these activities, you're going to, some days you're going to be so tired, you're going to be so frustrated, and you're going to think of quitting, right? And when you think of quitting, you're going to look back to why you're doing this business, right? Some of you guys want to get out of debt. You're sick and tired of the credit card debt, the bills piling up. You just want to have cash flow, right? You're sick and tired, right? Some of you guys are looking at that new home that you want to go put an offering on, right? A different neighborhood, right? You want to have a new car, right? You want to be able to have time freedom, spend time with your family. This is the first thing and the most important thing you have to have down pat. What is your why? In my last company, previous company, they used to spend half a day, identifying people's why they're doing this business. So you want to sit down and think about the thing that will make you cry if you were to fail in this business, okay? So once you have that down pat, then you can get into doing the activities, right? What do you do, right? And so the first thing you want to do is make a list. Make a list of everybody you know. And a lot of times people prejudge people. We kind of, look in our phone and try to figure out, well, who should I talk to, all of that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You need to make a list of everybody in your team, right? Or in your phone, or everybody that you know. And if you don't know anybody, then think of who knows you. Think of who knows you. When I looked at my phone, I had 3,300 people, right? And I got through most of them because I had to just send out text messages and tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing. You need to take a look. You need to take a look. You need to take a look. And as I started this business, what I was doing was I was actually texting people every single night to put them on my sponsored Zoom call. I had people on it every single night. And that's how I sponsored 40 people in my first couple of months. So you need to have a huge list of people. Don't prejudge. I don't care if they're family member, friends, neighbors, enemy, anybody, okay? And you need to maintain a list. This is your inventory. So you're thinking from a business perspective that you need to maintain an inventory, right? And how do you continually add people to your list? Well, folks, there's Facebook, there's social media, there's meeting people, right? Over the years, I've built up 3,300 people from not knowing anybody, okay? So you need to make a list today, right? Make a list of everybody you know, and having them in your phone is not good enough. They have to be written out. It has to be deliberate. So now you know why you're doing the business. Now you've made an awesome, awesome list, and then you're going to go to work. You're going to do the activities that we talked about. And I want you guys to understand we call it the wheel of activity, right? It's a recruiting system. So we're going to touch on this, right? We're going to break it down really simple in what we call the PS3, right? PS3. And the first part of it, the P, is very simple. I want you guys to understand that regardless of the company you go to, this is an industry standard skill, right? It's not just dedicated for Tradera, guys. I've used this in every business I've been in. And so the P is very simple. It's piquing interest. So the people that's on your list, you want to now start contacting them, right? And we just say peak, because when you call somebody up, you want to have a conversation with them. When I ask them how's their family, you want to do what we call a discovery, right? You want to talk to them. But as you're talking to them, you need to ask them questions, right? But the idea here, I like to have a script, right? And as you call people, you want to tell them that you're excited and you want to be able to move to the next step, right? Peaking is just contacting people. And then as you contact them, your idea, what you have in your mind is obviously to share your business with them, right? And so how do you share this business? Folks, it's very, very important, right? I don't care how much you know about the compensation plan. I don't care how much you know about the Forex side of it or any information. You need to use a system to share the business. You need to use one of two things. You need to use a 10-minute video. We have a 9-minute video, right? YourFreedomBiz.com. If you want to use something else, that's fine. But I've recorded, I've used a simple system. It's a 9-minute video. So as I'm talking to you and I'm ready now to share what it is that I'm doing, I'm going to invite you to take a look at a video. The other option could be a Zoom call, right? A Zoom call. So this is you sharing the business. And so how do you share the business? Well, you invite somebody to take a look, right? And this is so important, guys, because if you can do this part of the business, I tell you something, you can have tremendous, tremendous success. In fact, I could be brand new and never done network marketing before, and I could make six-figure income if I know how to share, if I know how to invite properly. So how do you invite? How do I invite? Well, the first thing I want you to write down is these two words. Number one is urgency. Urgency. You need to have urgency. And what type of urgency? Well, think about it, right? You need to have people move. If you send them a link or you say, John, I just started this business, man, as an online business, people are making crazy money. I need you to take a look at this video. It's only 9 minutes. I don't have all the information and I don't want to mess it up. So it's 9-minute video, right? You want John to be able to take a look at this when? Right away, right? And if you go in and says, and you don't have an urgency to your voice, he's not going to take a look at it now. You know what's going to happen? You're going to end up calling him every single day. Did you take a look at that video? Did you take a look at that? Were you able to come on the call? Right? And he's going to say no, and you keep calling people. Folks, we don't want to do that. This is a business. We want to get people moving And so number one, you got to have a sense of urgency in your voice. Number two, you got to have a sense of excitement. And I know it's hard sometimes, man. I know when I was working my job, it was hard to get excited sometimes. But you have to practice being excited, right? You know, you have to practice being excited. So when you call John, you got to have a sense of urgency and excited. Something has caused you to be really, really excited. He's going to want to take a look, right? And then you're going to share the information with him. Guess what he's going to say? Well, what is it? What kind of business is it? And you know what the rookies do? They start talking. They start saying it's Forex. Oh, it's this, it's that. The professionals don't share. They say, John, you know what? I'm just jumping on a Zoom right now, or I'm just taking my daughter or my kids here right now. I can't get into it right now. This video does a better job of me doing it, right? Don't share information. Have them watch the system. Guess what? Somebody else, they're going to do the same thing that you do. Remember, people do what you do, not what you say. And so as you invite them, you share the business with them, you leave it up to them, you set the time for them to be able to, for you to follow up with them, okay? It's only 9 minutes long, I'm gonna give you a call after. Or you're on the Zoom now, what you wanna do is tell them about the person who's doing the Zoom. This person is making $50,000 a month or $20,000 a month, they're helping a lot of people, 85 those people. And then once they're finished the Zoom, you wanna call them back. And so when you call them back, what do you say? What do? Most people don't know what to do or what to say, and they say the wrong things, right? One of my mentors told me in this industry that people only fail in our industry for one or two reasons. Number one, they fail because they just don't do anything, and we can't help those people. They get started, and they end up in the witness protection program. They disappear, right? They don't do anything, period, right? And then they say it doesn't work when they didn't work. And the second reason people fail, they do the wrong things. So what I'm teaching you is the right things, but you have to do it and get better at it. So after John looks at the video or gets off a conference call, most people call people up and say, well, what do you think? Wrong, right? You want to call them up and again, have an excitement in your voice and say, hey, John, wasn't that awesome, right? Guess what? I have a gentleman that I'm working with, okay, Mr. Clifton, right, or Mr. Keith Williams, or whoever it is, right? They know a lot more about this business because guess what? I just got started. Even if you started 2 months ago, it doesn't matter. You just got started, and I don't want to mess it up. I know, I'm pretty sure you have some questions. What I want to do is see if he's available. I know he's pretty busy, but guess what? I want to see if he can answer your questions, right? He's also going to be working and helping you, okay? So give me one moment, John. Don't wait for John to give you permission, guys. Right? Get on a three-way call. If you don't know how to do a three-way call, go practice today. Call your kids, go hit that add that call button on your phone, get them on the next line, and then you merge the call. Go practice it. This is one of the biggest skills in our business to do a three-way call, okay? I think I saw Kimberly on our call. Kimberly does at least one three-way call with me every single day. You know how I know people are working? They're doing three-way calls with me. Don't tell me you're working. Show me you're working, right? Do three-way calls. Put people on the phone with me because then I know they're looking at the opportunity, right? And so how do you set up this three-way call? Very, very important, okay? A three-way call is you, okay? We will call you the client, right? I'm sorry, we'll call you the rep, right? You're the IBO, right? And then you have your prospect. Your prospect is your friend, the person that's looking at the opportunity. And then you have the expert. The expert is me. Anybody can be the expert, right? It's just somebody that has a little bit more knowledge, right? But most times your prospect or your friend don't know the expert. So you have a relationship with your prospect, so there is a trust factor. That's why they're taking a look at the business, because they trust you. You have a relationship, so you can actually get them to come and take a look, right? But they don't respect you from a business perspective. So that's why you cannot close your friends, your family, or those people in the business, because they don't respect you from a business perspective. They've never seen you make money in business. So that's how we take you out of it, folks, and we get the expert, somebody else to close your prospects, right? We call it edification now. But what's important is you have to tell your prospect or your friend or your client or this person some information about the expert. You have to build me up, right? Simply because you want them to be able to listen and know who this person is. So how do you do that? We call it edification. And this is a whole different training, but the bottom line is you want to just tell this person that this person is knowledgeable. They have 100% of the information. They're having success. They love to help people, and they're a fun person. It covers all the traits of everybody in our industry, everybody that's in the society right now. Everybody is either, they're fun, they love fun, they want to make money, and all that kind of stuff. So your job is just to say some great things and say, John, I have Mr. Wright on the line, and I know you just watched the Zoom. I know you just watched a 10-minute video. I just want him now to just say a few words and answer some questions. And Mr. Wright, this is John. John, this is Mr. Wright. And then after that, you merge the call and you go on mute. You do not say anything until the call is done. Folks, after that, it's not your conversation. We have so many people do three-way calls with me, and they are butting in every minute. They're literally taking over the conversation, folks. Why de-edify somebody, right, when you put them on the phone with an expert? And so the psychology of all of this is that this is what works. Okay, don't ask me why it works. It works. This is what works. This is what gets people in the business. So if you're not doing this, if you're not making a list and you're not inviting somebody with a sense of urgency and excitement, and then once they see the information, that's your key, getting them to see the video, getting them on a Zoom, and then do a three-way call. If you're not doing the system, you're not recruiting. You're not having success, okay? It's not going to be great or perfect right away, guys, but guess what's going to happen? It's going to get better. You're going to grow, right? And so I want you guys to understand this PS3 system. You pique somebody, you make a list, you pique somebody's interest, you share the business with them, and then you follow up with a three-way call is the system for success. You know, I posted it on our Telegram group. I simplified it very, very simple. And it really is. You know, once you get accustomed to it, once you call people up, you have a sense of urgency and excitement, you share the business, the information for them to take a look at, and you do a three-way call, it becomes something that's just a habit, right? If you get this as a habit, I'm telling you, you can be a #1 recruiter in this industry, right? And so at the end of the day, all we're doing is sorting. We're sorting. And the more people you can go through with the system, the more success you're going to have, folks. You know, this is something that I love to do. I mean, I love recruiting because to me, I'm just sorting. And I know when I'm sorting what to expect. It's a deck of cards. You know, I treat recruiting like a deck of cards. You know, what's in a deck of cards? You're going to have some, you know, some numbers, right? You're going to have some jacks and queens and kings and aces. You're going to find some people, you know, the aces are only 4 aces in the deck, right? You're going to find some people who are great, right? But you may have to, you know, turn over, you know, how many cards in the deck, 52, 54, whatever it is. You're going to have to go through maybe half of your deck before you get to an ace. And a lot of times people quit before they get to an ace, right? An ace could be a Mr. Keith Williams, right? An ace could be a Miss Mommy Esther, right? An ace could be, you know, one of the other leaders. You know, I saw Debbie on the call, right? You know, one of the ace could be Georgette that's in our business, right? They come in and in one day, they turn your business around. They put 10, 15, 20 people in your business, right? But are you going to be patient enough? Are you going to be, you know, have that desire long enough to be able to get to those aces? And then more importantly, in your deck, you're going to have some jokers, right? You're going to have some people who come in your business and they quit. You're going to have some people who said that they're going to get back to you and they don't, right? You're going to have some disappointment. So it's all about setting the right expectation, right? And so I hope you guys understand what I just talked about. This is one of those things that we're going to continue to teach and help and train and mentor people with. You know, I have a personal goal of helping 10 people in our business, 10 leaders get to legend in this business. You know, it's going to happen over the next couple of years, right? But these are people that are committed and want to get to legend. And those are the 10 people I'm going to put all my efforts in with them and their teams to get to that rank. Because I believe we've got an opportunity where we can have scores of people that are earning 6-figure income, right? And it's starting to happen right now. And so what I want to do is I want to pause here for a moment. Guys, I want to do some recognition. I want to just do some testimonials, right? And then we're going to wrap up for today because it's a big day. You know, we've got a lot of people who are looking to obviously rank up by tomorrow night, right? I believe we're going to have some incredible amount of momentum, right? That's going to be in this business. And we want to end strong. And so we have a call. I think we're going to push our opportunity call to 1:30, so in the next 35 minutes or so you guys can get off and obviously invite some people, take a look at this business. But I'm just so excited for everybody, guys. I'm talking from my heart right now. You know, I've been in this industry for 14 years, and I promise you, if you get committed to your goals and your dreams in this business, right? If you take the responsibility to go out and own your success, it will happen, right? And it's happening for people. So what I'm going to do, guys, this is a team call. I'm going to start off with Mr. Keith Williams. I'm going to have him just kind of say a few words and do a testimonial. And then I'm going to ask Miss Mommy Esther, I think she's on the call and she's having some incredible results. And then I'm going to ask all the founders, people who are founders that feel that they want to just jump on and just say your testimonials. And then all the knights and some, you know, nobles and bishops on the call. I want everybody to just kind of stay there, you know, give a testimonial, guys. Say what you're excited about in this business because we want to help you. And so let me go ahead and mute and see if Mr. Keith Williams out of Dallas, Texas, man, he's ramping up, just hit Bishop all on his way now to Duke. Mr. Williams, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Wright. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Take it away.
Awesome, man. That was amazing training. God, you're doing an amazing job, and we definitely appreciate your leadership. And when I spoke to you last night, you told me how close you were to hitting King, and you and your wife hitting King and Queen, man. I got excited all over again. I said it's time to go to work. But guys, it's an amazing opportunity. I'm not going to be long. But you know, when Clifton reached out to me and we talked, and we've done some things in the industry, we had some success. But one of the things that really inspired me to do this business is that in comparison to everything I've done over the last 19 and a half years, the one thing that I look at Tradera that separates them from all those other companies was the fact that you actually have an opportunity to earn a skill set that can't nobody take from you, right? I have friends that tried to get me to trade 3 years ago. One of the gentlemen just came over with Tradera and joined me about a month and a half ago, and he's been trading for 3 years now, and now he has anywhere from $6,000 sometimes to $2,500 days trading, right? And so, and God, that's a skill set that can never be taken away from him. And so it's one thing to build a business. Cliff, you've done it before in teams of the thousands. You know, we have people on this call that's done it before, but it's another thing to take away a skill set that can pay you for the rest of your life, help you create a legacy and increase your bottom line and increase your family's wealth. And, you know, so definitely just a few people away from Duke is definitely going to happen this month. And then the goal, and I'm going to say it publicly, my goal is definitely to be Prince by July 17th, which is my birthday. I'll be 44 years old. So I'm just excited about what this business is doing for myself and my family, but excited about what it's doing for everybody that's on the train this morning. So with that being said, sir, I'll turn it back over to you.
Awesome, Mr. Williams. Congratulations, man. July 17th. Prince, awesome. So what you guys have to do is just, you know, make a date, you know, set a date, and then you tell people what you're going to accomplish that day, and then just ask for help and push forward, and you're going to get there. So thank you so much, guys. I want to go to one of our other top leaders. Miss Mommy Esther came on board with us just a short few weeks ago, and she's just totally ripping it up, building, I don't know how many countries she's got people in, but I wanted to just come on and share her story with you guys, and then we'll go to some other folks. Mommy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody. It's always good to be here with you guys. So my story is simple. Here I'm gonna tell you that what pushes me every day is my dream. Is the reason why I joined Tradera. Now we all have different reasons. For some, it's because they need money. For others, they need a different portfolio. For others, they need to pay for their life. Everybody has their own reasons. So my reason keeps me going. And here, because we all members, I want to share the strategies because I'm not trying to get anybody to join, right? So I'm going to tell you what has helped me to, first of all, be the one with the record of getting to night the fastest. I got to night in 20 hours. Clifton helped me a lot. When I spoke with Clifton, he told me what the business was about. And I told him, Clifton, if you're on board with me today, I'm going to bring the people and I'm going to be nice. And we did it together. So I started by bringing people in my family. Because for me, one of my reasons was to create generational wealth. I needed people, everybody in my family to be in. My parents just recently immigrated to Canada, and I needed to start creating some income for them. So the first thing I did not call anybody outside of my house. I assigned people that were living with me, my family first. So that got me tonight in the next 20 hours because I could do it right there. Then in the next week, I was already normal. So what did I do? Because I know that I understood how the business works, I know that we only can help people under us. So it was very important for me to bring the people closest to me. And I went to the people I speak with every day. I haven't even, at that moment, I haven't made any list. Up to today, I haven't drafted any list. I just went to the people I speak with every day. And I told them, look, guys, I have joined this business. I'm already making $500 a month. I want you to come with me because I'm going to help you build. We're going to do it together. In that week, I became noble. And the week after, I became bishop. No, I got called fit like everybody here when the system was messing up. And I was like, oh, I'm not up to that. I'm a very structured person. I like my structure. That's why I did not do network marketing to become with like in my past. Then I cooled off a little bit. I had my people to sign in. People for me are raining. That's not my problem. The people to sign were there. But I was like, if I'm uneasy with this system, how can I bring more people? So I could have been a bishop on my third week already. I had the people. But because I got cold feet, then I was like, hang on a second. When I came to Canada first, I'm 7 years in Canada. When I came to Canada, my first job did not pay me until a month later because they were getting my stuff into HR. And I was like, I never quit that job. I was there. And I didn't even make a fuss about it because I was expecting them to retain me. I was on probation. So why am I not patient with my business? You know? And I used to call, Clifton is here. One day I was pissed off at Clifton. I was like, okay, I'm not doing any more training or stuff like that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this for Clifton. I'm not doing this for Tradera. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my client. So I need to understand that this company is growing fast. I'm frustrated. People are frustrated. But what do I have to lose by sticking around? I'm already making this money. I've already made my money over. In my first week, they've already paid me $125. I only invested $100. So this thing is working. We have hiccups. Let me stick around. This is the leadership hurt, you know. That's the pain that I get because I'm a leader. And in all the other network marketing that I looked at before, it was always these other people on top. It was always the same people making them millions. And the one thing that got me into Tradera was because I could see people like me making money, being on top. And today, because I'm in that, I don't know what phase Clifton calls it, I think it's concentration or whatever, in that very beginning phase, tomorrow I'm going to be the millionaire. People will look up to me and my generation, the people that come from my background, the people that look like me will be inspired. That I owed it to those people to stay. That's when I started signing my people. I became bishop between my third and my fourth week. And today, when I got to bishop, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be here for a month because I need to go from 30 people to 100 people in my first team and from 15 people to 50 people in my last team. It's going to be a month. Today, as I speak with you, I've been bishop legally on the system from last Sunday. Today, I'm only about 28 people short into becoming Duke. I'm saying I'm not duchess. I'm going to be Duke because men make more money than women. So I'm going to be Duke, right? So, and I came to understand that once you work with your people, once you empower your people, it's just a snowball. It just builds itself. So what we do in our team, what I do with my family and my people, is that we always go for making people nice. Everybody who starts in the team, I will work with one person a week. Another leader will take another person a week. We make them nice. Once somebody becomes nice, they're on some drug. They will never stop. At the least, we need to make them free. Founder, we try getting them founder from the very first day they come in or the second day. Getting 3 people, we have a system that works. We teach them how to invite people into our meetings. We do meetings between me and my brother who is in my team. We run about 9 meetings, maybe 7 meetings a day. So that's how busy we are. I still have another business that I do, and my business is not affected. I spend 4 hours a day on Tradera now, and I spend 4 hours a day in my immigration business. I'm an immigration consultant. So everything is running. Now immigration is quiet, but I'm making my money from Tradera. And I keep telling people, $2,000 a month is a whole mortgage. My mortgage cost me $2,000 a month. You know, so it means that this business has been able to buy me a new house, and that's why I keep pushing. That's why I inspire my people. And if we do the same, you're going to see that it's very easy. This is the easiest network marketing that I've seen, and I'm not even a guru at this thing. Clifton will tell us more. But if we just keep inspiring people that come, the new people, if we keep bringing them tonight to founder, then night, we've set the basis, they will grow their business themselves. Thank you very much, Clifton, for the inspiration and for the leadership.
Well, thank you so much, Mami, and congratulations. You're on your way to Duke, man, I'm telling you. And so, guys, it's happening for everybody. It's just a process. And so what I want to do, I want to jump right into a few more testimonials. I do want to go through, let's just start from the founders. Let's see if there's any new founder that's on the call that just want to come in for a quick minute. Guys, just take a quick minute, just say your name, say why you're excited, and go from there. Just press *6 to unmute your line. If you're a founder, a recent new founder, or maybe you've been founder for a little bit, just jump right in and just say a couple of words. Any founders?
This is Duncan Iannucci.
Hey, Duncan, go ahead.
I'm a founder. How are you? How you
Great,
doing,
thank you.
Mr. Wright? Good. So, you know, I got started through my wife, Debbie. Debbie and I actually have kind of started out in a couple of businesses in the past. And there's been some of them we've seen a little success from, but not a lot of success, you know. And so, my wife told me about this business, and she was like, "Oh, this is a great business. This is definitely going to be one we're going to take off in." And you know, I was a little skeptical at first, but like always, I try to get on board with her, you know. And so, but soon as she got me on board, and I started seeing her have success, and myself, you know, we just started, you know, signing up people real quick, and you know, within like a week, I was already a founder, you know. And so, and I'm getting pretty close to being a night next, right? So, you know, and I'm really starting to see success from this, and you know, my wife is taking off too. So, and you know, we're the type of people, we want to see money work for us, and not we work for our money, you know. So, you know, we're really really starting to see that, and man, I'm ready to take off some more, you know. So
Awesome. Well, Duncan, congratulations, man, and I know you're very excited, and so congratulations. Do we have 1 or 2 more founders? Anybody else? All right, awesome. Well, yes, go ahead. Who's this?
It's Mamo.
Oh, hi, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Mamo, and I'm very, very excited about Tradera. I started 1 week ago, and I'm already founder. This is a very easy business, and I'm grateful to God and our amazing leaders, which are Miss Georgette and Miss Debbie, for helping us grow our team in the French community. My next goal is night, and I'm working hard to making this happen so I can start making money. that will help a lot my family and achieve my goals too. Thank you for having me, and then God bless you guys. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Where are you located?
I'm located at Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Great. Guys, let's move on to see if we have any knights. Let's get about 2 or 3 knights to come on and just share a quick testimonial. Guys, just press *6 on your phone and just take a quick minute.
Hello, this is Reggie. I'm calling from the Memphis area, Memphis, Tennessee.
Awesome.
Can everybody hear me?
Ahead,
okay.
Reggie.
And so,
Yes.
so I've been in the business possibly 4 weeks. I have received 3 checks as knight, and going on my 4th check, and I'm probably I am 2 people away from being a noble. This business is very exciting. My background, I've done 25 years in casino marketing as a VP of marketing. And I have seen the growth of this opportunity is ridiculous right now. So just staying active is definitely a plus, and being very positive about the process, even if you're met with negativity, is a plus. And the excitement and the energy that you portray is contagious to your next potential client. So make sure that it's positive. And I've seen nothing but great results. I've had great leadership and guidance from Keith, from D, who brought me in, D Speaks, and just a bunch of other people. I've just met John and some other people, and I'm very appreciative of the opportunity, and I see generational wealth being built right here.
Awesome. Well, great job, Reggie. Congratulations, man, and appreciate your time, doing extremely well. And anybody else who's a knight right now?
Hi guys, this is Debbie Ainucci from Dallas, Texas. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, thanks. Go ahead, Debbie.
Hi, I'm so excited about Tradera. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I kind of get scared out of myself. You talked earlier about excitement, and you know, like my husband was saying earlier, we did a couple of businesses in the past, and I recently launched my company as well, which is to, you know, help people make money, you know, which is to help people explore different ways of making especially passive income, because I believe that it's only passive income that can help us set us free, you know, and allow us to, you know, live our dreams and fulfill our destinies. So when my sister came and introduced me to Tradera a little bit 3.5 weeks ago, you know, she had called me and she said, "Oh, I'm coming to see you. I want to talk to you about something." And then she came and she actually didn't say anything to me. And she said, "I'm just experimenting something right now, and I'll let you know if it's working." And then, like, not even 2 days later, she called me and she's like, "My Debbie, I'm coming." And she came and she told me, and I signed up right away the same day. And I'm the type of person that when I hear something, especially when it pertains to marketing, I, you know, tend to do research, look it up, and things like that. But when I hear that Tradera only requires you to bring 3 people, and technically every person that brings 3 people, it makes the team work like crazy, and everybody is able to move up, you know, without having, like Mami Esther said earlier, that most of those other companies, you know, you see other people making money all the time, and, you know, but everybody gets excited for them, but the people at the bottom really don't make money. So this for me was a great opportunity to not only get my family on board, because this is the best way on this planet to create generational wealth. We always hear about generational wealth. Honestly, $100 to start a business, it's just like, what, you know, is this even possible? And with Tradera, everything was possible. So I started my first week. I went founder. And the second week I hit night. And right now I'm working on hitting noble really soon here. this business. And one thing that I really love is that, you know, we get to help each other. It's not like, oh, it's my thing and I have to find my people, you know. So I'm a type of person that I like community. I like to help others to rise. So this was my opportunity to say, you know what, I'm going to put what, you know, the company I launched is to help people. This is the best way to do it. So I'm so excited and I can't wait. I can't wait to, you know, to get to legend. You know, it's been a dream of mine for years to get started with something like that. Because most of the time we're looking for opportunity, we get involved with different things, and sometimes it doesn't work out and we think it's, you know, all hopes are lost. But Tradera is the right place to be in this 21st century, in this time, like, you know, crisis hitting us left and right. This is the best place to be. I'm just gonna say it like that. And thank you so much. Coach Clifton is just an amazing person. He's like so ready to help his team. He's always available. So we're really learning how we can leverage the system, leverage our, you know, leaders to move forward in this business. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks, Debbie, and congratulations to you and Duncan for the awesome job you guys are doing and on your way to the next rank. So, guys, anybody else? Can we get one more night?
This is John Snowton. Can you hear me well?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, John.
Hey, first of all, thank you for an amazing training today. This is John Snowden from Dallas, Texas. I want to say congratulations to everyone who's actually gave their testimony in their ranks and the reason why they've actually joined Tradera. But for me, Keith Williams in Dallas, Texas, actually introduced me to Tradera. And when I looked at this compensation plan, for me, I've been in different companies as well, but you know, my background is you know, is in healthcare, and I own a traditional business here now in Dallas. But I've always heard this term, you know, a level playing field. And looking at this compensation plan when this opportunity was first introduced to me, I was like, this is definitely the definition of a level playing field. Reggie that spoke earlier is in our organization. And the fact that someone can actually come into your organization and just actually just, I don't want to use the word kill it, but just take and explode your business or their business and make more money than you. I love the fact that, you know, you come in and you follow the system and you just do what you're supposed to do and just, you know, just continually to just be consistent. That there's no doubt and no reason why you cannot be able to be successful in this company. But I want to add also another thing what really inspired me about this here company is, for me personally, I tend to make this others based. You know, I look at what, you know, this can do for others. And, you know, we all know that if you help others get what they want by default, you get what you want. With that being said, you know, I want to say thank you again and congratulations to everyone.
Okay, not sure if we lost John there, but definitely appreciate everybody being on, guys. We're just about wrapping up. I wanted to see if we have any nobles that's on the call with us today. Okay, Georgette, I saw that Georgette's on. Georgette, can you hear me okay? Okay, I'll just make sure I'm not muted. Can you guys hear me okay?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Okay, thanks, Georgette.
Yes. Thank you,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Clifton, to give me this opportunity, and thank you to everyone who connected to this call. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been so active in the team, even those who are not active, because our coach just mentioned something, and he said, you need to sort, the sorting plan is to, we always have a winner, champion, we always have jokers. So what is your taking in this? My thinking is I want to be always the front person. You want to call the people arriving on time to the connecting on time. I want to be one of those people. I want to be one of those people when Sunday night come, my rent change, and then I want to make that money. How? Sharing the opportunity, and I always look for something like this. 3 weeks ago, when one friend of mine put me to the call with Mr. Clifton, he explained to me, and I just say, I want to sign up now. And from that day, I kept the same spirit until now. I'm still keeping the same spirit. I want to share as much as I can. Why? I'm the giver person. I like to give. And this is the right business, not only to take care of myself, but taking care of people while improving myself. And I'm so glad my sisters and brother and friend has been what I want to help. They went night, one went night. She's an international student in Belgium. I'm so proud because I did something great, and she will smile. And more people are coming in the team. We have a lot of nights coming and a lot of nobles coming. And that's me, I'm targeting Bishop right now. And I know I will make it. I will make it because I see the activity I'm putting through with the team, and I'm sure we will get there. Not even me, everybody. We are into this together, and it's a team work. And what means the teamwork? I got my coach here, Mr. Clifton. I thank you very much with Miss Grace. No matter what time you call them, they are available. They're always there. And that is what I call giving. Giving, that's the right word, giving. And when you give, you always got a lot back. Thank you very much. And we are so excited because tomorrow is Sunday. We have a lot of last minute things to do today, and we are up for it. And then thank God for that. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations, Georgette. I'm just excited for your team. Definitely just at the position of bishop in a short period of time. That's $500 a week. And I think you've just only been in the business for a couple of weeks. So that's an incredible accomplishment. And I want to just congratulate you. Guys, we're definitely going to wrap up. This is really just the first of many what I call Super Saturday training. We want to spend a lot of time on recognizing people. And we're going to be doing a lot of great things. I mean, we're just getting started. We had a whole bunch of people. In fact, I believe we had a record week of people the last 2 weeks, in fact, who are promoted to founders, people promoted to knight, people promoted to nobles, people have gotten to bishop. We have people now moving to duke. And as we move forward, guess what's going to happen? We're going to continue to move people up. I mean, I can't wait until we have people at prince and princess and kings and queens, and just be able to hear people's stories, guys. And so I'm excited. I just want to tell you, each and every one of you guys, that I appreciate you. One of the things I want you to understand, that there is no I in team. There is teamwork, and that's what we're doing today. We're lifting each other up. And one of the parts of being a team player is to plug in. Plug into our calls, plug into our Zooms, plug into our Telegram groups. Help to motivate people, help to welcome people, right? That's part of the team community, guys. We can't do this by yourself. And so as you build your team, you're going to want people to plug in. You're going to want people to be on these Zoom calls, to show people that something is happening. And so I just want to let you guys know I appreciate each and every one of you. We've got a big day right now. We're going to go out. We're going to start a Zoom call. Normally it's going off at 1 p.m., guys, but today we're just going to do it at 1:30 or 12:30 Central. So in 30 minutes, invite somebody to hear the Tradera story, guys. I'm going to be on sharing the information, right? And that's where you can start practicing the system for success, right? Call people on your list, right? Be urgent, be excited about it. Invite them to come take a look, right? And that's all you're asking, right? After that, you just want to do a three-way call. Find somebody that's committed to helping you with your three-way calls. If they won't, find somebody else. But it's a vital part of what you do on your success. And so thank you to each and every one of you guys. And I really love what Thomas Edison says. He says, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try and try one more time. And so I appreciate a lot of you guys who have maybe done other things in the past, and maybe the encouragement or the belief is not there, and you're giving it one more shot with Tradera. And I believe you can definitely succeed. All you've got to do is continue to plug in, continue to be motivated, but you've got to do the activities, right? Activities what creates income, and that's what we talk about tonight. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's have massive, massive success for the next 24 hours, and let's end this commission week strong. Thank you guys so much. Let me open it up and just say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
everyone.
Awesome training.
Bye, everyone.
Yes, awesome training, guys.
Awesome.
Everybody. Bye.
Let's grow. Let's grow.
Let's grow.
Here we grow again.
Yes, we are going to.
See you at the Legends table.
Yes, yes.
It's a celebration.
Yes, ma'am.